Hello again, and welcome back to The Balcony. You may forgive me for the background noise. I'm living at a very heavily trafficated way, so there's a couple of cars going by all the time, so I hope that's okay. I hope the audio quality is fine anyways. The reason why I sit on the balcony is because it's such a nice day, so I figured I would just sit here instead of being inside. In this video I thought I would talk a little bit about a movie that I recently saw a couple of weeks ago that I've been dying to talk about, and I did actually a couple of weeks ago. Today I'm gonna talk about Bo Burnham.
His first song is called A World on Fire. This next song is a little bit longer than that one.
Why am I gonna talk about him, you might wonder. I like him a lot. 7 years ago I think saw one of his stand-up routines. I found him on YouTube and I thought he was hilarious with the different type of songs that he did. Basically combining comedy with music. The reason why I bring that out now, something that I watched 7 years ago, is because he recently released a new special on Netflix. I don't know if the title is gonna be Filmmaker React to Bo Burnham's Show or Content Creator Reacting to Bo Burnham's Show. It's just me, I'm a simple guy, I just want to give my take on it, and that's basically what I'm gonna do. I think I would just go through the big pencil strokes, if that makes sense, the key parts, what I really enjoyed about the film. Because spoiler, it was a fucking masterpiece. He's basically doing everything on his own, which I find amazing. And there are so many people out there doing basically shows. Maybe this was a bad idea sitting outside. It basically shows that anyone out there do not need a crew or a big budget in order to make a film or in order to be featured on Netflix. If you have a good idea, if you have something you want to tell the world or a good story, it's fully possible, I should say, to do that on your own, which I find amazing. You're starting out pretty much as you anticipated to do. Basically introducing himself once more that he is back. It was kind of well known why he quit before, and he addresses that by saying Robert's been a little bit depressed, and I think Robert is his other version of himself.
Sorry that I look like a mess. I booked a haircut, but it got rescheduled. Robert's been a little depressed. Oh.
When I watched it, it was kind of like it was two versions of him. We have this stage Bo that we all are familiar with and all know, that is the one responsible for the comedy part. And then we have other side of Bo, which is behind the scenes, or the guy that expresses his real emotions and how he feels, really.
Here comes the content. It's a beautiful day to stay inside.
And I think throughout the movie we can see them switch all the time. I noticed a couple of hints, or I think there are hints. For instance, when he flashes for one frame, that was immediate reference to the movie Fight Club, where there are two characters in one person. And then to the middle part, starts to talk about his anxiety and when he's starting to reach all-time low.
My current mental health is rapidly approaching an ATL, which is that's an all-time low.
He's suddenly changed into that other persona because he's forcing that persona to come out to be funny, because we want it to be funny, we want it to be a comedy show, and he's forcing himself to be happy, or not happy, but glad and showing this facade.
From the moment I wake up, I just get this feeling in my body when I'm deep inside me. I try not to fight it. Describe it, alright.
Overall feeling, I think it was two characters in that room. The other big thing that I really admired with this special was that he showed the imperfection in that movie, which made it perfect, if that makes sense. Constantly shows that he wants it to be perfect. As a perfectionist, we constantly want the things that we do to be perfect, but they never are, really. We are just being forced to finally throw in the towel and just hit send, or just show people the thing that we are working on. And I can so much relate to what he's showing. For instance, whenever time he's playing a song and then he rewatch it with his laptop and he's looking for errors, and also afterwards when he says something or do a song, he says, alright, let's do another one. But it's the other one that he's doing is not the one that he's publishing in the special, which basically shows that we are never ever satisfied with anything that we create. And I can relate to that so incredibly much, which is probably why I'm struggling myself so much with posting videos, because I don't think they are perfect and I don't think they are good enough. You should be more acceptable with that they will never be perfect, which is incredibly difficult, and which is one of the key factors that maybe he slowly starts to feel those anxiety feelings again. The movie kind of takes a turn in the middle. I would say it's about when he turns 30, and he's been working on the project for a full year and it's still not done, and he feels like it's never going to be done, and he gets these anxiety feelings that it's never going to be good enough, and he is not going to be good enough. And that is why I think this special was, it's actually exactly what it sounds like. It was special to see. It was something new. It had a clear message and a great story, and the fact that he managed to do this with only a camera, a couple of lights and a projector and all that kind of stuff, that is what really kind of blew my mind the first time I saw it. It really showed me that nothing is impossible for filmmakers like myself. No matter how much you try, you will never be able to perfect your craft, and you should just learn to let go. But as I said, those were like the big major things that I noticed about, wanted to talk about in this video. There are so much more that you can say about this special, that you can pinpoint and talk about. For instance, how social media is affecting us. For instance, a part that I noticed in the White Woman song, I'm noticing that we have these black bars on the side showcasing the Instagram flow or the Instagram posts, whatever. And the moment when the girl that he is imitating starts to talk about real problems and starting to show their real self, these black bars fades away. Then they come back as soon as she starts to talk about all those things that she thinks are the things other people will want to hear. How great her life is, and how everything is starting to go well again. Subtle details like that can be found all over the special, which I really enjoy, and that is why I think you should watch it more than once, because every time I watched it I found new things. So maybe I can talk about this special in a part 2, because I don't want this video to be too long. I just wanted to share my first thoughts about it, and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, as I said, perhaps I will do another part 2 about this. But that was basically everything I had to say for this video. I hope you have a good one, and I will see you in the next one I make.